Chelsea are said to need £100 million in player sales at the start of the upcoming transfer window to avoid FFP sanctions much bigger than Everton's. Mauricio Pochettino's side were not active during the January transfer window as they, like most of their Premier League rivals, were impacted by their financial fair play issues. Chelsea need to sign a world-class striker and they are being heavily linked with Victor Osimhen, who has revealed that he will leave Napoli in the summer. To make that deal possible, the Blues may need to sell a couple of their prized assets. Midfielder Conor Gallagher, out of contract in 2025, was heavily linked with Tottenham in January and stands out as an obvious pure profit sale. Former Man City financial advisor Stefan Borson thinks trouble is on the horizon for Chelsea as they need to sell well over £100 million worth of players to balance the books. In my mind, there is certainly trouble on the horizon and they will certainly fail FFP for the current season unless, and it seems unlikely, that by June 30th they sell well over £100 million worth of players, Borson said on TalkSport. But the window that they can now do that is very small because straight after the season we have the Euros. Someone like Conor Gallagher is going to be at the Euros from June 14th, so if they want to ship him before the 30th, they have got to move very quickly and the likely buyers are going to know that Chelsea need to sell players. This breach that Chelsea could be lined up for is much bigger than Everton's and, most importantly, they will consider it deliberate. They can't hide behind a stadium and inadvertently breaching FFP. Borson is also not surprised that Tottenham and Fulham did not pursue permanent moves for Gallagher and Armando Broja in January. I have lots of people telling me, you sell Gallagher for £60 million, Broja for £40 million, James for £30 million, but there's no buyers, Borson continued. There's no money in the game at the moment, and the Premier League clubs are not stupid, they're not going to bite on these crazy prices for players they don't rate that highly, and where they know that Chelsea are over a barrel. On Gallagher and Broja, Borson added, it's not a big surprise that of all the people that didn't bite at £50 and £80, that, Spurs chairman, Daniel Levy sort of paused and said, I'll wait and see what happens, thank you. Because he knows that within the Premier League, particularly teams like Spurs, they understand Chelsea's predicament when it comes to PSR financial fair play for this season. And they will take advantage of that, and that's what you've seen with Armando Broja. They talked about £50 and £60 at the start of the window. And he ends up going to Fulham for potentially zero. The loan fee might be zero if he plays every game.